And we're live in the Bank Plus studio, the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone ESPN, brought to you by Taste Italian Restaurant. Brand new, just opened a mile down the road in the Renaissance. Amazing bolognese, chicken piccata, fried ravioli, tiramisu. I don't know how many different kinds of Elijah Craig bourbon they have, 4 to 6. Great place for a Tito's espresso martini, little Aperol spritz, and charcuterie board. Wonderful, wonderful place. Taste Italian Restaurant is open in the Renaissance. Check it out this week, lunch and dinner. You're going to have to make a reservation. It's been packed since they opened up. So, but it's a good spot. The bolognese is fabulous. We're live in the Bank Plus studio. We welcome in our friend, QB1, baby, Tom Luganbill, National College Football Analyst with ESPN. Luganbill joins us on the Farm Bureau Insurance guest line. Are you in an airport?
No, I'm not in an airport. I'm actually down at my lake place. We're getting ready to start a little remodel here, and so having to clear out the main level. We're going to be doing a big estate garage sale this weekend before I disappear for the next 4.5 months, and my poor wife is left to handle all of this on her own. So we've been down here for a few days in terrible weather. I haven't even been able to get out on the boat. I've been so sad. The sun is finally the sun is finally shining today, and it's supposed to be great for like the next 4 days. So I'm hoping to get out on that water a little bit in between packing up and moving boxes.
So you're in blocking and tackling mode.
I am still in two-a-days right now. I was just texting with my son this morning because he was telling me his schedule, and they're about to break camp here in the next 5 days, I think. And I said, well, what time do you get up? He goes, I get up at 5, and then I lay in bed, get myself mentally correct for the day for what's coming, which is obviously the hardest part of camp because it just starts grinding on you if you've ever been through it. And he goes, then I get in and I'm the first person at breakfast. And he goes, I know that if I do that, I'm never late for anything. And I'm a huge stickler for time. I was like, listen, if there's anything you do, you never, ever, ever show up late to anything. You always return phone calls. You always return text messages, and you always return emails. Even if you don't have an answer to the question, you acknowledge that you got it. And I said, if you do those things, you'll be very successful in life.
I like that. For our listeners, Tom's son is at Eastern Kentucky on the football team. And so they're about to go through camp and are going through camp, right?
Yeah,
right now?
Just like everybody else. You got it.
When you
here's the thing, though. Camp's not like it was when we were coming up. You got water if the coaches allowed you to have water. You had true two-a-days, sometimes 3-a-days. And it was an absolute, it was a fight for survival every single day. How am I not going to die today? How am I not going to lose this rep? How am I not going to be dehydrated? I mean, it was the whole player safety movement, which, hey, listen, I'm all for, has completely changed how teams practice and how they're utilizing their players and protecting their players, which has obviously, lessened the damage that a true two-a-day camp can do to you,
Yeah. How brutal was JUCO ball? I mean, I would think that was, that camp. I mean, first of all, I've always said this. You help me out. You won a JUCO national championship at quarterback before starting at Georgia Tech at QB. So, I've always said you have to love it to go ride the bus in JUCO. It's kind of like Major League Baseball. You got to love it to go want to ride the bus in minor leagues for 4 or 5 years. Tell me about JUCO ball.
It's so funny you say that because, when I was coming up, so California has tremendous junior college football, right? And in those days, you had a ton of Power 5 caliber players that just didn't academically qualify. I was an academic qualifier. I went to junior college because nobody recruited me to play quarterback. I wanted to prove that I could play quarterback. And I went from not getting recruited at all to being the highest recruited junior college player in the country 2 years later. So if you're using it for a means of getting from point A to point B, you better love it, because you don't have all of the bells and whistles. You don't have all of the high-end stuff. You're right. You're riding buses everywhere. But I will say this. Those bus rides are the greatest team bonding experiences I have ever had. They will beat any plane ride any day of the week and twice on Sunday. And so what I had the luxury of with my particular – and understand, my dad was the head coach of San Diego State at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was pretty prominently known because he was the head coach of San Diego State, and then I moved on to junior college, and the junior college that I happened to attend had won the junior college national championship in 1991. I arrived there in 1992. So we lost one game in 2 years.
What?
But the reason, we lost one game in 2 years. We went 10-1 my freshman year, and we won 11-0 my second year, won the national championship. But here's the kicker of it. We were so good because that junior college at the time, if you were going to play junior college football, that was where everybody wanted to go. So we literally had like open tryouts for the best of the best non-qualifiers. So, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this. My sophomore year, the team that went undefeated, we would have beat some FCS teams.
Doesn't surprise me.
Because we had guys that should not have been playing in junior college football, but they didn't academically qualify, so they had to have somewhere to go. See, now junior college football has been absolutely ravaged because of the transfer portal. So
and more kids get eligible today because of the help in high school.
Yes, absolutely. So the caliber of play at that level has shifted down, not because you don't have great coaching, you don't have great programs, you don't have the available talent pool anymore.
Right.
And so it's changed. But I will say this, that 2 years, and this applies today. I think Arch Manning is going to be a prime example of this. I think that Garrett Nussmeier has been a prime example of this. Carson Beck has been a prime example of this. The guys that don't transfer, Ty Simpson may be the next one in line here at Alabama. The guys that stick it out and compete battle are going to be so much more prepared to play and play well because they weren't thrown to the wolves.
Hey, Luke's, we're losing you a little bit. I don't know if you moved around in the house, but let me reset the show. Out of bounds,
I'm in one spot.
ESPN 105.9 The Zone, driven by your next GMC Sierra truck at Fowler GMC, Pearl Brandon. FowlerGMC.com. This is some great storytelling because this resonates with our people because Mississippi junior college football was good for long. I mean, Jackie Sherrill and Billy Brewer and Tommy Tuberville lived in the JUCO ranks and drove a lot of those players to the NFL.
Well, do you remember what Houston Nutt tried to do?
Yeah, signed 36 players that year.
It was brilliant. And it led to the rules that we have now because he's sitting there looking at it like it's a farm system. Mm-hmm. And he was right. We love this kid. He's not going to make it academically. We want to take him. Let's put him there for 2 years. Then we'll get him on the back end. Mm-hmm. I mean, the thought of it was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Sherrill, Tuberville. I tell you who put a lot of players in this system in the Mississippi JUCO ranks. We're visiting with Tom Luganbill, national college football analyst with ESPN. He won the JUCO national championship at quarterback out in California before going to Georgia Tech. I tell you, Sherrill did a great job. Brewer did a great job. Tubbs did a great job after replacing Brewer. Bobby Bowden put a ton of players in the Mississippi JUCO system, Tom Luganbill.
Because it's so close to the panhandle there, and you got proximity to them, and that's a big deal. And getting back to the point I was saying about, for me, I wasn't ready to play Division I football coming out of high school, but that 2 years of growing and developing and maturing and actually playing was what allowed for me to go in the job at Georgia Tech. I wouldn't have been able to do that 2 years prior, and so. What you're seeing now is these kids, and if they have good structure at home and they've got good advice, who cares if you don't get the big Power 4 offer? Go to the Group of 5 school. Go to the FCS school. If you grow and develop, you're going to have that opportunity to play at a Power 4, Power 5 school, and you're going to be better prepared because of it.
Yeah. I agree with you on Nussmeier. Well, I'll tell you, you and I talk, because you started at Georgia Tech, won a JUCO national championship at QB, which is the position that we all love and watch.
Sure.
Two of the guys in this state, Luganville, prior to the era we're in now, that took advantage of what you just laid out with Arch Manning, Nussmeier, and Ty Simpson is Eli Manning and Dak Prescott. People forget they both redshirted. They did not start as redshirt freshmen, and then they took off, Tom Luganville, as redshirt sophomores, and I think it kind of worked out for both of them, Luke's.
You're darn right it did. And listen, there's a reason why Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels did not struggle as rookies. Look at how much football those guys played. Look at how old they are. Like it used to be that you were in a position where, from a draft eligible standpoint, like guys like Bill Parcells and some of these other guys, they wanted somebody that was at least a redshirt junior, okay, because they wanted age and experience. All of these kids are so caught up in playing right away, and if I don't play right away, I'm going to transfer. If I don't get to do this, I'm out of here. Where they're looking at it in the complete opposite direction of how they should be looking at it. And I wish we would get back to that, because you'd have better play. And I'm not just talking at quarterback. I'm talking at all positions.
Sure.
And because not everybody is Marshall Falk. Not everybody is
A.J. Brown and Jeffrey Simmons from this state. They were ready. They are an outlier. They're an anomaly. Yes. Luke's.
Huge outliers. Huge outliers. Like, I always have people, we're always getting attacked for anything we do in recruiting, and it's fine. And everybody says, well, you guys don't have anywhere near as many 5 stars as everybody else. And I'm like, guys, if you're gonna give a kid that label, you have to eliminate basically every single, or confirm that you can eliminate every single red flag that's going to allow them to become that player. Because when you give them that label, there's nowhere to go but down. And if there were really that many 5 stars coming out of high school, you'd have way more true freshmen, not only playing, but dominating college football right out of the gate. And the reality is we don't. You don't have that many.
I couldn't agree with you more. And what I like the way you framed that up 10 years ago or whenever it was when you started coming on the show, and we were doing more recruiting with you, and we did a deep dive on how y'all tier it out. And basically, and I don't want to steal what you were saying, but my theory on 5 stars is, are they day one starters in the SEC, like A.J. Brown, Chris Jones, Laramie Tunsil, and Jeffrey Simmons? Those are legit, bona fide 5-star. I'm taking it local with some of our guys that started day one, okay? But, I mean, Luke's, we have wonderful athletes in this state, and they're ranked in the top 5 or top 10 prospects, right, coming out of high school.
Yep.
But they're nowhere near ready, and that's okay, starting on Saturdays from Friday nights. And I think that's where you're going. If you're 5-star, you're Laquan Treadwell, Jeffrey Simmons, dude. I can start day one. That's the way I look at it, Luke.
And there's guys that are like that, and the ones that are like that, it. Like, I'll give you a prime example. We do this every year. So you go back and you look at the 100 players that we have in the Under Armour game each and every year, and you spend a week with them down there, and you're not paying attention to how talented they are. They're all talented. I don't care about that stuff. I want to know who's late for meetings, who didn't show up for treatment, who's not coachable, who doesn't give great effort. And I can literally, at the end of that week, by and large, not at a 100% rate, but I can sit there and go, that guy's going to make it, that guy's not going to make it, that kid, he may make it, or that guy's absolutely going to make it. Because it isn't the talent. It's all of the other stuff. And it's no different with the NFL draft and when guys don't pan out. It isn't physical ability. It's all of the other things that you're trying to confirm or eliminate that will determine success or failure. And sometimes that one thing that's not talent It's actually a lack of development. Everybody comes out of high school at a different level.
Sure.
Like some guys look at how many FCS and Group of Five players that were never even recruited at the Power Four level, because at that time they weren't a Power Four or Power Five player. All of a sudden, 2 years later, they are.
Trey Harris, Ole Miss.
Trey Harris, great example. And there's dozens of them out there. They're all over the place. And sometimes taking a different path to where you want to get to, you got to have to set your path and see the bigger picture, see the path down the road. It's kind of like how I view NIL. Like I don't understand, and I'd like to understand it better, but everybody wants to base everything off of the dollar, and they want it right now without having done a damn thing to earn it. Well, how about you go out and you play to the level you're capable of, and all of that other stuff will take care of itself on its own. It will all happen if you perform. It's a performance-based profession. At the coaching level, at the player level, if you don't perform, then you're not a valuable commodity. So if you start looking at it from a performance-based perspective, you'll realize that if you're a player, that all the NIL stuff will happen on its own.
I agree. Tom Luganbill, National College Football Analyst with ESPN. This is a fun conversation. Anytime you mix it, Mississippi Junior College football was so big now it's still a big deal in this state, but it was so massive for so long. Never forget Fred Smoot, Lugs. So I got to work for Cheryl a couple of summers, and so which was a blast. And Smoot would tell me these stories about how hard it was to tell Bobby Bowden no when he was getting recruited out of Hines Community. Back in the day, Luke's Hines Community College was a powerhouse, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And they just pumped out players to Bowden and Sherrill and Tuberville and all over. And hell, even Kirk Ferentz came down here and took some phenomenal players over the years. I guess he had a Mississippi guy on staff. Anyway, Smoot was like Sherrill was a phenomenal recruiter. Bowden was a phenomenal recruiter. My mom liked both, but she looked at that 8-hour car ride and said, all right, I love both, but we're going to Starkville, basically.
Yeah.
But the stories are great. I think they won a national championship while Smoot was there. Now, what JUCO did you go to?
I went to Palomar College.
Was it in San Diego or somewhere else in Cali?
No, San Diego, but in what they call North County. So up, not in downtown San Diego, but up further north.
Who was one of the better players on your team in your freshman or sophomore year that went on to play Power 4 or 5?
Actually, we had a bunch of players that didn't end up doing that because they still wouldn't do what was necessary.
Oh, in the classroom. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but we ended up having several guys that would go to small schools and then played in the NFL.
Okay.
Or played in NFL Europe, or actually had pretty good careers, but they didn't want to do what they were required to do to put them there higher. And I think that's the other thing in all of this. Like nobody's going to tell you that school's fun. Right. It's a means to an end.
Right.
Like I realized, so I went to grad school. So I got a master's degree. But you want to know why I got a master's degree? Because in those days, if you wanted to coach college football, right, you could not teach class at the college level without a master's degree, which would basically take you out of the running for any JUCO job, Division II, Division III, and FCS level jobs. Now, it's not like that now. Now, at the FCS level, those coaches don't have to teach. But I wanted to put myself in a position where I didn't lock myself out of any job opportunity. Now, I ended up going into professional football,
right?
Not knowing where that would take me if I'd ever come back onto the college scene. But if I were, I wanted to be available for any potential job opportunity. And without a master's degree, you can't do that. Did I like doing that? No, right? So, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. Just like I tell my son, I said, let me paint this picture for you. You're going to be on campus for 5 years. You're going to redshirt. You're going to have 4 years of eligibility. Mm-hmm. If you play your cards right, you'll be able to get an undergrad degree and a master's degree, and they're going to pay for all of it.
Yes.
because you'll be on scholarship.
Yes.
So don't be goofing around academically and then find yourself saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to grad school." This now, dude, it's right there for you, and they're going to pay for it.
Right.
Let's think about this from a bigger picture perspective, and he gets it. He knows, and now, like it was, years and years ago, where everybody went home during the summer. Like you weren't on scholarship in the summer. Yeah, the only time you were in summer school is because you had to be.
Right.
It was an eligibility thing. Now, these guys are year-round. I mean, I saw my son this summer for 5 days. I probably will not see him during Christmas break because I'll have bowl games in the college football playoff, and I'll be on the road. But he is year-round academically, year-round with football, year-round with workouts, year-round with conditioning. It never ends. And so the commitment that it takes on behalf of these kids it's huge, and it's daunting. It's daunting, and your level of maturity often will determine whether you succeed or fail. Because at the end of the day, you know what this is, Bo? It's time management.
Yeah.
Can you wake yourself up and be in that meeting when you're supposed to be there? Get from that meeting, then get to class, then go to treatment, then come back for another meeting, then go to class, then go to eat. Then go to class again. Then can you come back over to the facility and get your treatment? Then can you do meeting? Then can you go to practice? And then do study hall, and then maybe have meetings again, and then it's lights out. Can you do that with discipline and not miss a meeting, not miss a treatment, not miss a meal, and do it regularly on schedule for 3 to 5 years?
Over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. And this is why it's the greatest team game. It's why it's the game. It's why it's the game that teaches the greatest lessons. It's the only sport where you have a position group, the offensive line, whose sole responsibility is to protect another player.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Think about
that, man.
Their sole responsibility is to protect another player. The only sport we have where you have that.
I love it. That was fun. I needed that. I mean, I'm already ready for football. We're all chomping at the bit. Our listeners are losing their minds on the text line. The anticipation, the build-up is beautiful. That was great.
Yeah.
Tom Luganville, National College Football Analyst, ESPN. You'll see him on TV on Thursday nights. You'll see him in studio over the weekends, and then he'll be doing
one place you won't see me, Bo, is at home.
That's right. He is gone from now through the college football playoffs. We'll talk next week, Lukes. Thanks, man.
All right, buddy. See you.
He joined us on the Farm Bureau Insurance Guest Line. We are the Out of Bounds Show, and we're brought to you by Total Transportation of Mississippi. All right, they're offering nationwide and regional routes for solo and team drivers at Total Transportation of Mississippi. Weekly pay and monthly bonuses apply right now. It's right there online. TotalMS.com. TotalMS.com.
Say, kids, what time is it?
It's 9 a.m., and this ain't okay show. It's the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds.
All aboard!
As Mississippi's #1 morning show rolls on the Zone 105.9 and online at thezone1059.com.
Ooh. Good morning. Welcome into the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. I'm your host, Bo Bounds.
Show me the money!
Yeah. Ooh, National Filet Mignon Day. Fillets. Kessler Prime and the Renaissance. What else do I have here? National Prosecco Day. Aperol Spritz. Always hits right. It Taste Italian Kitchen. There was one other one. Oh, Left-Handers Day. It's so funny. People still will comment if I'm in a meeting and writing that I'm left-handed.
Of course.
So that's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, you know, y'all are, you're rare.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I mean, what percentage of people, if you got 10 people walking the building, how many are lefty? One?
1 out of 10, I think. Maybe. 2?
I don't know if it's smaller.
Maybe. That's a good question, actually. I haven't really ever looked at that.
I mean, it's small.
Okay.
And let alone ambidextrous.
Yeah, I'm that too.
Yep.
All right. We are the Out of Bounds Show. We're brought to you by Stella Artois, Wings and Stella at Martin's in Livingston. They got really good wings. When are we going there again? I had lunch there last Friday with Joseph. That fried catfish was insane.
It's got to be soon.
Right.
I told him I'd
Tomorrow.
come see him. Is it tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm live. I can't go tomorrow. I'm live from Dancing Rabbit Golf Club.
It's Friday's a possibility.
I just realized I'm eating at Philip M's tonight. Wow. That just dawned on me. Speaking of fillets.
There you go.
I mean, I may go ribeye, but I like a fillet. It's not my favorite cut, but it's definitely not bad by any stretch. Where was I going with that? Oh, tomorrow.
Yes.
We're live from Dancing Rabbit Golf Club. And, of course, we'll be talking about the Golden Moon Casino Sportsbook and Lounge, Philip M's, and the table games, PearlRiverResort.com. Back real quick. Stella Artois and Wings is brought to you by Martin's in Livingston. And an Aperol Spritz is perfect. Like, if there's a restaurant that screams Aperol Spritz, it's Taste Italian Kitchen. In the Renaissance. You know, beautiful women. The atmosphere is cool. The decor is amazing. Jackson walked in there and had no idea.
Yeah, I did not.
Like,
that's not
how
what I expected.
pretty it is.
It was incredible.
And they hadn't even finished the outdoor area. That'll be done
beautiful.
October 1. It's a pretty place.
Yeah.
So we've got all sorts of things going on, from National Filet Day, Prosecco. Alan Lang, my friend, took a shot at Prosecco. He's kind of a wine snob. I can say that with respect. But an Aperol Spritz is refreshing, great. You're in a fun restaurant, got beautiful people around you, the vibe. You can hear the utensils hit the plates and the conversations, and the lighting's right. And the food smells amazing. That's going to another table around you, and then the food that's getting placed in front of you. And I mean, what we celebrate life around food, have since the beginning of time, will forever. So there's nothing like a light, fresh, perfectly made Aperol Spritz, and oh man, a little bolognese. And their pizzas at Taste are amazing. You haven't had one yet.
Nope.
It's gonna melt your face.
He told me they were good.
I'm just gonna tell you, you're in for it.
That's a good thing to be in for.
Yeah, you're in for a good time.
Yes, a treat.
Yeah. So
Just want to let you know real quick, 10% is the number of lefties.
all right, so let's switch gears.
We nailed it.
Thinking of left-handers. So of course we got left-handed pitchers for days, right?
Right. Yeah, why are there so many lefties in sports? Well, I guess they sometimes have a competitive edge, right?
Yes.
I mean, especially
Yeah,
for the mound.
Bianco and Brian O'Connor covet
Yes.
left-handers.
Sure.
In the line, I mean, in the
too.
starting rotation, in mid-relief, and closers.
No doubt.
You also covet guys who can hit from the left side of the plate.
Undoubtedly.
Or switch hit, but from the left side of the plate. You know, we always talk throughout the week when we're talking about the Rebs and the Dogs, matchups. Now, some people don't believe in them. Some people do, but the bottom line is you want left-handed pitching.
How do you not
in
believe
the
those
SEC?
matchups?
You want left-handed pitching in MLB.
Yeah. How do you not believe in those?
Well, I think some people go too far with it.
Okay. I mean,
Left on left, right on right.
Sure.
Da-da-da.
Yeah.
I mean, if the guy's pitching well and he's got good,
Let him ride.
I'd love to hear what Jay Powell with grit has to say about, you know, if a guy is really, really good, right or left. I mean, Jay said it well. I'm teaching kids at Grit to get outs.
Yes.
I don't give a damn how it's done.
Right.
But my question is, do we pull too much on left, right? If a dude can deal, he can get a lefty out, he can get a righty out.
Didn't the major
Now,
leagues
Billy
go through
Bean
that?
said, nonsense.
The majors went through it.
But a lot of people, you know, good Lord, just about every coach coaches to that approach.
Right.
Or I guess philosophically. But now your starter that goes for 6 or 7 innings, he faces lefties and righties throughout the rotation as long as he's pitching well. Then we get real crazy chess-wise in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. Like, you know the drill. Sometimes we have, between the two teams, sometimes we have 5 pitching changes in the 7th inning when we get deep into a game, just because of left on left, right on right.
They got way
I
too
think
cute.
a lot of it's overplayed, in my opinion. Do I think some of it, do I think there are some guys that are just phenomenal at it? Yeah. But
I mean, when the majors were
But if
literally
somebody's
switching
pitching well,
an inning.
a kid got there to the SEC by getting people out on both sides of the plate.
Right. Let him throw. Is baseball the only sport where they're highly coveted, though?
No, I mean, I was thinking about Steve Young being left-handed, how different
Vic.
that is.
You got Steve
Lamar
and Vic.
Jackson.
Lamar's right.
Oh.
Vic. So you got Steve
Vic.
and Vic.
And there's others.
Tua's
left-handed.
I don't know where you're going from there.
I know that left-handed tennis players were highly coveted.
Nadal was very good.
Forever.
Sure.
But, man, left-handed pitchers, and if you can rake from the plate, from the left side.
That's it.
Especially if you can go both, like a Jake Mangum. But if you can go left, Jake talked about switch hitting and how difficult it was when he decided to go. He did it. He didn't do it at 6, 7, 8. He did it at 12.
Right.
And I think every year it's even more difficult. But, man, if you can do it, unbelievable.
Yeah. What about jump shooting? Who's got the J's? There's not many.
I don't know.
Only about 6 to 8% of NBA players have been left-handed.
Okay. Wow, that is a small percentage.
Your best one, probably. I mean, taking Bill Russell out of this because Bill Russell didn't shoot it like that. Shooting-wise, it's going to be James Harden or Manu Ginobili.
They're both phenomenal players.
I can't think of anybody else shooting left-handed.
Well, I don't know them all from I'm sure there's others, but those two guys are
they were
great players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most soccer players are not left-footed. Most boxers and fighters are all typically right-handed. Lefties with a niche.
Yeah.
The baseball lefty thing's been like that forever, though. They've always been highly coveted. I guess the mound thing you can.
Phil Mickelson, lefty.
All right, yeah, golf. Yeah, you got one.
Not
lefty.
many of those.
There's not. I didn't think about golf. Yeah, I mean, there's not.
All right, the dancing rabbit. I like that.
I don't know who the best lefty of all time is. Oh, Randy Johnson. Yeah, Randy.
Randy was great.
God, he was so good.
Goodness.
God, so what hair too, man, and the stash.
Man, did that guy look like Roadhouse or what?
6'10".
1987. Oh, man, the country was rough around the edges. Neon lights, airbrush, mullets, good hell. Back in a second. Wow. Good morning to you. What's up? Out of Bounds, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. SEC football is what's up. I know it. Win totals for Ole Miss, 8.5. All right. Mississippi State, 3.5. Better be north of that. And is Missouri still getting a bunch of love? Where are they? Oh, 7.5. So they are behind Ole Miss. Okay. Total wins for 2025. Ole Miss, 8.5. Would you go over or under? Mississippi State, 3.5. Over or under? Missouri, 7.5. Over or under? Reason why I threw out Missouri, I know most of you don't care about Missouri football, but Mississippi State plays them this year in Columbia. And while I thought they had a nice team last year, I thought they were far from special, even though they won a ton of games. Now, give Drinkwitz and Brady Cook and that group credit. Is there another? Georgia and Bama at 9.5. I'm going over, baby. Bama's coming back this year.
Yep.
They're going to be ferocious.
7-1.
They are going to win a running ton of games, and they will be in the college football playoff. Tennessee will not be. They were last year, and give them credit, but they won't be this year, even with that schedule. And I know it's beautiful, like Ole Miss's and some others. Auburn's schedule's great. 7.5. I'm going over on the Auburn Tigers. Huh?
That's a lock.
Somebody just said lock city right there.
That's what it is.
Show me the money!
Brought to you by Pearl River Resort. This is what Jackson Meadows said on Auburn's total wins.
Show me the money!
You gonna show me the money.
That's right.
They're lucky they don't do they won't let you parlay season futures like that.
Right?
Because if they did, man, would eat them this year.
Boom.
Yeah, real simple. Under on Mississippi State, over on Ole Miss, over on Bama, and over on.
I'm not going over on Ole Miss at 8.5. They could very well go 9-3. I don't think it's going to be as clear cut this year as it was last. And I know they've got a beautiful schedule. I think it's going to be a grind to get to 9-3. Now they may get there, but it is going to be an all-out grind.
What's more likely, 9-3 or 7-5?
Oh, 9-3, because I think they're going 8-4.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Yeah. I'm not going over on that. I'm not. Now, Tennessee, I'm going under. Auburn, I'm going over. Mississippi State, I'm going over. And Bama, I'm going over. And that's what I'm doing. Florida, love their team, 7.5.
Ooh.
With the schedule, I'm still thinking that they're going to get to 8. So, now it'll be one of the best 8-4s in the country.
No doubt.
But and South Carolina's schedule is brutal. Ray Tanner doesn't know how to schedule. I know he stepped down, but this is his schedule.
What did he do as AD?
He was just national championship coach Ray Tanner.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We are the Out of Bounds Show, 105.9 The Zone, ESPN. Brought to you by the Spray and Bed Liners and Lift Kits. Rick's Pro Truck. 3 locations in the metro area. ricksprotruck.com. Do we have the Spurrier? All right. Y'all know that Steve Spurrier is one of my favorite coaches of all time, and I love him. And we've had him on the show, and I loved him in the 90s, and he made football and SEC football and Sun Belt football so much more fun because he drove more innovation and creativity. This is Steve Spurrier 10 years ago as the South Carolina head coach during fall camp complaining.
Another sorry practice today. These guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat anybody this year. Quarterbacks, they can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. I don't know if we could hit that indoor facility right there. Receivers, they couldn't catch a cold if it was the middle of February, dropping everything. Defensive backs, gosh, I wonder why they got grass stains all over their jerseys. They fall down every play. About 2 or 3 of them are falling. And our kickers, gee, it's like the Army, left, right. They're kicking it all over the place. I don't know if we can beat anybody this year. God, and Leadership? No, we don't have any leaders out here. Guys are soft. They just can't. I don't know. Maybe I ought to give them a week off and start over and see if we can regroup and find some real tough guys out here. But it's been a struggle this preseason. It's been a big struggle, man. I don't know how we're going to be.
That is gold. Let me bathe in that. That is so good. Steve Spurrier, one of the best to ever do it in college. Hall of Famer. What he did with what he did at Duke, winning the ACC championship, but what he did at Florida, putting them on the map. Jackson doesn't remember this. Florida was not on the map pre-Steve Spurrier in football. He built them into a monster.
Absurd to me.
And also helped them academically because they're top 10 in the country. And then what he did at South Carolina, winning 11 games 3 years in a row. Is that not funny as hell? All right, this is what he did. About his receivers, couldn't catch a cold. DBs fall down every play. I thought that was so funny.
Love that.
I don't know what they're doing, but they got grass stains on them because they like to fall down all the time. Leadership, guys are soft.
Yeah, no leaders.
Yeah, take a week off, maybe go to the pool, come back, and then go find some real tough guys. And then the best was kickers, like the military. Left, right.
Yeah, like where is he getting this stuff?
He was the best for one-liners in the media.
Yeah, he was a soundbite machine.
He was a soundbite machine.
Like, and then the whole fact of him being really, 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 really good.
That's true. See, you can't be that unless you like Leach was a soundbite machine. He was winning. Now, Leach never got to coach at a power. He would have been lethal at Florida or LSU because did he care about recruiting that much? No. But good God, he could win. And programs like Florida and LSU just trip over players.
Right.
They can go 3-9, they still get players. 4-8, still get players. 5-7, still get great players.
Yep.
But that was funny.
I mean,
I thought that was damn funny. Didn't you?
That has to be. I mean, that's one of the legendary college football rounds.
Yeah.
Show me the money!
That's what Steve Spurrier said.
Show me the money!
You talking about somebody who covered?
Oh, right.
Steve Spurrier believed in covering.
Yeah, he liked covering.
He liked scoring with 52 seconds left, even if he was up 21. Because then he'd made sure it was 28. He loved scoring. Oh, it's 3 minutes left to go in the game, and we're up by 26? Let's go ahead and drive the ball down the field and score again. And maybe a little Chris Doring maybe a little Danny Warfel to Chris Doring over the middle. I mean, Spurrier was so good that his wide receivers ran wide open all the time. Nobody could cover back then. Nobody threw the ball. Our league was 3 yards in a cloud of dust. We came out of Paul Bear Bryant, which was fine. Paul Bear Bryant, Vince Dooley, Emery Ballard, Pat Dye, Philip Fulmer. Still can't believe Peyton Manning went to. Can you imagine if Peyton Manning would have gone to Florida? They win 4 national championships. I mean, they won one while Florida won one while Peyton was at Tennessee. They played for another one and got smoked by Nebraska, which is still good. I mean, they played for 2 while Peyton was at Tennessee with Danny Warfel, who couldn't even get a cup of coffee in the NFL. He was there for 30 seconds, and they were like, you're not good enough. Steve Spurrier's offense is amazing, evidently. I want you to think about that. What if Peyton Manning goes to Florida under Steve Spurrier with those running backs and those wide receivers and one of the best play callers of all time who made people look dumb? Spurrier would beat you 52-10 on a Saturday night, and you were a top 12 team, and let you know about it.
Love that.
He worked people. Philip Fulmer paid players like crazy. Steve Spurrier did not, and he owned Philip Fulmer. Can you imagine if Spurrier would have been as dirty as the other programs in the league? He didn't even come close to doing what Tennessee or Auburn or Bama or LSU were operating, or even Ole Miss. And I give those programs credit.
Yeah.
They were aggressive.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine if Spurrier cheated? What would he have done?
Well, he would have been tried.
Special guest in studio coming up next from Grit Fitness and Training. We are the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 105.9 The Zone, brought to you by Grit Fitness and Training Facility on Lakeland Drive, right there where Ergon is in Mirror Lake. And awesome. They've totally renovated the building and added on and done all kinds of cool stuff that we'll talk about. But it's a great place to have a membership and work out daily, weekly, monthly. And then they've got indoor batting cages, indoor turf, indoor pitching mound, baseball, softball, among other sports, all at Grit on Lakeland Drive in Flowood. We have Mandy Linsky, owner, general manager, I guess do-it-all person at Grit. She joins us live, actually, if you want to watch the show on YouTube. Search Out of Bounds Sports. And Mandy, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
How you doing?
I'm great. Fantastic.
So you've already worked out today?
Yes. I mean, mine, just enough to wake up, really, because I didn't have time to do my full workout.
Because you had to come hang out with us. So what time did you work out today?
Around 6 o'clock.
He hosts this show and he wasn't even up.
No.
Now I want you to think about that.
Not a chance.
I was.
I
got up at 5:35. That may not be super early, but I got up at 5:35.
Pretty early.
Got here at 6:25. Did 10 minutes of grounding. I did not work out. But all right, so you just walked on the treadmill or did you run?
Yeah, I just kind of did a incline walk, just get
No
the
big
heart rate
deal.
up.
How long? 10 minutes? 20 minutes?
About 20 minutes, just enough to get woke up.
Oh, I'm gonna break a sweat thinking about that.
You got here at 6:52.
Barely. I woke up at
or
like
6:53.
Yeah, I probably woke up at like 6:17, 18.
Okay. So, which is kind of early for you.
That's pretty early.
Mandy was working out at 6 a.m. What?
I think that, I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with me.
Uh-huh.
So maybe there's something, maybe it's her.
Okay, will you work out again today?
Yeah.
So it's definitely her.
Yeah.
It's not,
I couldn't fit my lift in with my workout partner this morning, so we're going to meet later today.
We messed you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so Mandy Linsky with Grit Fitness and Training Facility, Flowood, Lakeland Drive. When will you work out this afternoon, roughly?
So, well, when I get back.
You'll do it midday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I wait till the afternoon, it's just too busy.
I can't do it either.
Yeah.
So it's the
Yep.
hottest.
You know?
Well,
On the weekends, I love to knock it out early.
I like to, I mean, my typical workout time is 5 a.m.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I just got to get in and get it done. Yeah.
My God. What time do you go to? I mean, I go to bed early.
I'm
I usually
9
go to
p.m.
bed by 9:55.
Yeah, 9 o'clock, my head is on
Okay.
the pillow.
I may need to go to bed a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to bed by 9.
Yeah. Me too.
I don't know if I could do it. Maybe. You're still staying up till 1 and 2 in the morning, which is ridiculous.
That's how I operate.
No, it's not. It's why you don't operate.
All
All right, Mandy, back. Tell me what your favorite workout is at Grit. When you're with your workout partner or you're just working out. What do you like to do?
I like to lift.
Okay.
And we have a class that does a lot of strength training in it. And so I do enjoy we have a 5 a.m. class, and I like going just because there's some good camaraderie. I mean, you can imagine if these people are voluntarily getting up at 5 a.m. to go work out, then they're like
What are they
go
doing?
getters. And so,
Good Lord. I can't even do that. And I've been hosting a morning show for 20 years.
yeah. So it's,
I tried to do that at one point in my life, work out before the show. The best I can do is grounding and a 10-minute walk.
Plenty.
I got out of that habit for a while because I swam in college and everything. I was just over morning workouts.
Got it.
Then after I had kids, I kind of got back in that routine, and I just feel so much better, and I have a much more productive day if I just go ahead and work out first thing.
Yeah, I can't work out at 5 or 6 in the afternoon, but more power to people that can. Got to knock that thing out earlier. Okay, so you've got some exciting news. Let's switch gears. We have some exciting news in the world of Grit Fitness and Training.
Yes.
Jay Powell has joined the team. How excited are you?
So excited.
World Series champ pitcher, All-American at Mississippi State, has coached at Jay in prep for 20 years. Jay Powell now joins your team?
Yes. So Jay has been a member at Grit for a long time, and I had not met him until he was one of our members, and just kind of got
cool.
to know him over, and just like I'd mentioned to you earlier, there's one day where I was just kind of frustrated with. It's important for me when we are looking for coaches, no matter what it is for, pitching instructor, strength coaches, volleyball instructor, whatever it may be. I would rather have no instructor than just a mediocre instructor.
Right.
And so I was just really kind of banging my head against the wall and search for someone to kind of do pitching for us because we knew we had that void to fill. And he just was leaving the gym one day from his workout, and I was at the front and was like, Jay, I need help. Like, I need a pitching guru. And he just kind of like gave me this dumbfounded look like, well, duh. And
Hello.
I was like,
Looking at one.
right. And I'm like, well, you have a job. Like, and so that's kind of what started this conversation.
Love it.
So, but I've enjoyed kind of getting to know him. His daughter worked for us for a little bit this summer.
Oh, that's cool.
And so we're excited to kind of have him back from the Cape and really get him acclimated to everything.
Yeah, he was there almost 8 weeks, and we had a great time with him on the show on Monday. Jay Powell has joined the Grit Fitness and Training facility team, and he's going to head up their pitching program and almost a director of baseball ops or whatever. But Major League Baseball for a decade, was on the mound when the Marlins won the World Series. All-American at Mississippi State, and I think he played at West Lauderdale, but somewhere in the Meridian area. So can I go over this real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. So we've got Mandy Linsky with us, owner GM of Grit, on the Out of Bounds show. We'll talk about what's happening tomorrow too, but Mandy and Jay Powell have put together a pitching development program with Jay. Grit on the mound. I like that. Ages 12 plus. It's just around the corner. So if you have a little person who wants to get better, September 8th through November 22nd is going to be a heck of a fall run. Set weekly one-on-one instruction with pitching coach Jay Powell, strength program, which Jay really hit on Monday, and you just mentioned. Strength sessions tailored and guided to top-level strength coaches, comprehensive physical therapy, structured weekly throwing program. I think that's key. And it's basically a customized package of pitching development.
Yes. And I have a 15-year-old at home who who plays baseball, and so we've been through all the different. We're not a pitcher. We did pitching for a little bit, but I've become familiar with kind of how, and Jay is too, kind of how different programs are run. Right. And, what we found is, one, having that weekly instruction that's one-on-one, set time is just key, because then you've got something you're building on.
Absolutely.
Because we've seen some programs where they just kind of come in whenever, and it's just not a lot of,
that doesn't work.
Right.
Coming in whenever doesn't work.
Right. And then we've also had some where we've seen, all right, well, I'm the expert at all the things. Well, we need experts in every different. Right. Be good at your thing. And that's what we're really trying to just bring all the right people together so it hits on everything.
I like this. At Grit, Jay Powell will lead the charge in training the next generation of elite players with a focus on skill, discipline, and winning culture. Also, if you want to be coached hard, that's what Jay's going to do. And I think that's good. 13-year Major League Baseball career, World Series champ, Jay Powell has joined Grit Fitness and Training on Lakeland Drive, right there behind Ergon. We're visiting with Mandy Linsky, owner GM of Grit. She's already worked out today, and she was working out before Jackson Meadows got up this morning.
Yeah.
And Jackson produces the number one sports talk radio show in the state of Mississippi.
That's correct.
And one of the top ones in the SEC. And we still love you, even though you get here at 6:52 in the morning.
Yeah,
it's really remarkable that we're able to do what we do.
It's pretty good.
Like Cooper Veazey.
How early were they?
All right, so Cooper was a producer for me. One of the best. I mean, I've had you. I hate to tell you this, but you're really good at what you do.
Well, I appreciate that.
And we go for quality.
Yep.
And super high quality producers, partners, whatever. back then I made Cooper get here at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, right. For what?
I mean, there's no way in hell you could do that. And I feel bad. It's like I made him get here at 5:30 in the morning for years.
I mean, I would have been in nap mode by like 5:45.
And then I finally had to start looking at it like, I got to work with these guys.
I mean, I'd rather
like
do the
Rush
prep the night
Agent,
before.
who was another producer who did an amazing job. Rush was a 6:45 guy.
That's pretty good.
6:40. He'd smoke, a cigarette.
Yeah, right.
And then come in and do the deal.
That's pretty.
Mandy has worked out usually at 5 a.m. This morning she was late.
Yeah.
She did a 6 a.m.
Look,
workout.
Her schedule is not grueling like mine.
Right.
right.
That's clearly what
He's
it
got
is.
way more going
I
on
got way-
for
I-
sure.
I got stuff to do,
100%.
okay?
Hey,
I can't do all that stuff during the day.
he wakes up at 2 on Saturdays.
Yeah, I got to
Can
get
you
my sleep
imagine?
in.
I can't even stay in bed past
listen.
7. I wish I could.
There's a method
On
here.
Saturdays and Sundays.
You got to bank the sleep that you need for the week. So I get all my sleep for Saturday and Sunday so I can sleep 4 hours all week.
Good hell. All right,
Oh,
let's
it
switch
runs.
gears again. We just had to, talk a little bit about Mandy's schedule compared to Jackson's schedule, and the fact that I asked producers to get here at
That's
5:30 in the
absurd.
morning.
Wait, so do you free weight?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
What? Yeah,
That's the way to move.
So you're doing dumbbells, but you're also
Right.
doing weights with bars and all that.
absolutely.
Yeah, is that the move? Like that's better than anything, right?
Oh yeah,
That's what-
100%.
yeah.
You're gonna engage.
Resistance
way more.
training
Resistance
is the best, right?
Yes.
And then cardio.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do other than run to get cardio? Because I don't want to run.
You can
You
walk.
could swim.
Well, I don't want to walk either.
Swim. Yeah.
I love swimming, and I can swim well.
We have a pool at Grit.
You do.
You should come try
And
it
my
out.
nephew needs to go out there. He's a swimmer. He's a real good swimmer.
How old is he?
He'll be in 8th grade, I believe.
So that means he's around
8th or
13,
9th.
maybe.
He's
Yeah.
currently
Okay.
voting for him as top athlete of the state.
Really?
Don't get him in Sports Illustrated.
So
Yeah,
were
they
you
get-
a swimmer growing?
Oh,
Mandy,
yeah.
you were a swimmer, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taught myself how to do the little flip or whatnot at the end of the laps. You do, you go down, you're swimming, and you do the flip so you can kick back off the wall. I love that.
What was your favorite? Freestyle, backstroke,
Oh, man.
butterfly?
No, I mean, it was bad. I like backstroke.
I knew it would be. What was your
Yeah, 'cause I
favorite?
can lay back.
Yeah, I don't mean in a lazy river in a tube.
I don't either.
I'm talking about actually
I was
swimming the
kidding.
laps at
Yeah.
Grit.
Oh, I could do it.
They've got like an Olympic-sized pool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not swimming that far, but I can do it.
They've had the team. What's that team called, Mandy?
Makos.
Yeah, I mean, this
Oh,
team's
yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah.
Like you have to have your stuff together if you're going to.
So, all right, so
Compete with them. They've had people go on and swim at the college level.
So Alcatraz is right off San Francisco. It's the prison, right?
Yeah.
There's just like
Yes.
almost a 2-mile stretch. They say you're supposed to be, if you wanted to escape Alcatraz to swim, they say that you need to be able to swim 20 minutes in an Olympic size. Like you ought to be able to swim without stopping 20 minutes in an Olympic sized pool. That's a long time, right?
Heck yeah.
I mean, that's a long time.
Could you do that
Could you
today?
do that?
Oh, yeah.
She's like in her sleep.
Yes, that's cool.
Okay, can I throw this out to you? We're visiting with Mandy Linsky, owner GM, Grit Fitness and Training Facility, beautiful facility on Lakeland Drive in Flowood. I got to throw this out to you. I was listening to a podcast, speaking of swimming, with Andrew Uberman, who's a neuroscientist from Stanford, and Rick Rubin. And they were talking about how treading water is one of the best exercises. I want to know if you agree that treading water for 5, 10, building yourself up over time, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, because you're using all the different.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely.
I do. I've started doing it out in the lake. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean,
It's the best
I'm like,
form of
hell,
rehab.
whatever I can do at this point.
I'm sorry. I'm just having like a visual of him like in the lake. Like, does anybody try to go out there and save you? Or
No. No, like I drive the boat. So I live on a
you
lake.
just get and you just get
I
out there
just-
and just
I
tread
just
water
drive
in
the
one
boat.
spot,
I-
5-10 minutes.
It's just tread.
Yeah, and I mean, we've got
The neighbors,
beverages on the boat.
right? The neighbors know to leave him alone when he's treading.
I throw the anchor in, right? I get in
Anchor
and I
down.
tread water.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that
so good.
exercising?
Absolutely. it
Okay,
is.
bam.
Absolutely.
And it's the best form
And then
of
I
rehab.
get back in the boat. I grab a Michelob Ultra or
Tito's
Tito's drink, get
Right.
back in.
tread a little more water.
Yeah, well, then I get on the float.
Okay, all right.
Float after.
Yeah. All right. Back to, so Mandy does think that treading water actually is a good way to, I think that's kind of
It's
cardio endurance and a little bit of resistance training because of the
every
water.
bit of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, all that they say anything in the water
It's
you're gonna
best,
find
yeah.
That's what they were
calories.
talking about
Yeah.
on this. Okay.
Well, inflammation knocks all that down and all that whatnot.
Yes. That
Big
goes
time.
with my grounding
Yeah.
and my treading water in the lake. Okay. So Mandy approved. My treading water,
treading water.
Is Mandy Linsky with Grit Training, Fitness and Training Facility approved. So I'm going to continue to do it.
Good.
Now let's talk about what's going on tomorrow
Yes.
at Grit.
So tomorrow is Hell State night for the Mud Monsters.
Yes.
And we are happy to have two of the players that are going to stop by Grit just as part of their visit to town.
Good.
So it is, we have Patrick Spencer and Peyton Fowler.
Oh, nice.
Are, two transfers to Mississippi State. And
Peyton Fowler went to
Peyton
Meridian Community
Yes,
College.
yes.
And now he's at Mississippi State under Brian O'Connor.
yes.
I know his dad. That's awesome. Go ahead.
So, and Peyton has trained in our facility before. So,
Oh, cool.
And then Patrick Spencer, so he's Pearl River, and we've had Jacob Keys, KK Clark, those guys were all at
Yeah.
Pearl River, and they've been training at Grit for a while. So, it's going to be like some of our guys coming
Like a
home.
reunion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's alumni.
It's like
Alumni night.
a Grit college baseball reunion
Love
at
it.
Grit.
Yes.
Okay. And then tomorrow night is Hell State night for the Mississippi Mud Monsters. And we're going to have Braylon Skinner on
correct.
tomorrow, I think at
9:30.
9:30. Okay.
Who
cool.
also trains at Grit. We
He
love him.
does.
He's a good dude.
He is.
Yeah.
Real nice.
Talking about somebody who's ripped
Yes.
and in great shape.
He's in great shape. And just a great personality.
I know.
Good
He's,
guy.
he's got a good aura
Uh-huh.
Like that.
for sure. He did a great job on the show a
He
couple
did.
months ago. I wish that young man the best. All right, back to tomorrow. So you got some players coming to Grit, and of course you have players training almost on a daily
yeah.
basis
Yes.
at Grit. Junior high, high school, depending on the time of year, college, pros. Connor's been through there, Mangum's been through there, Preston Johnson. I mean, the list goes on and on, right?
Yes, yeah. So we've had, Mangum, Connor, you mentioned those, JT Ginn.
JT Ginn.
Those guys ain't
Johnson,
good.
Come on now.
Will Warren.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What a story. These are
Yes, I'm actually going to see Will play next month, so I'm excited to go watch.
Did you go at some point this summer? Did you go see Mangum play?
I did. I went and saw when the Athletics played Tampa Bay down at Tampa. So
Rooker.
I saw. So Rooker was there. In fact,
One of my favorites.
And JT
Serious.
pitched
That's
against Jake
Yep.
at that game.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was awesome. Yeah.
That's two Rankin County guys.
I know, he's hanging out
I think
still.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jake,
Well-
Jake Mangum against JT Ginn, and then Rooker has done unbelievable with the A's.
Mm-hmm.
He's been in this studio. We did an interview with the Triple Crown winner,
right.
Brent Rooker. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you went down there.
Yes, we did. In fact,
How
the
much fun was
Minshews
it?
were all down there for
Were
that
they?
game too. Yeah, yeah,
Gardner Minshew and the family.
Uh-huh.
He and Jake are tight as
Yes.
right?
yeah.
Okay.
But no, it was really special. I didn't know if JT was going to be pitching that game or not. Which I think we hit two
Nice.
games, and one of them he did end up pitching, and Jake was able to go up against him. So it was.
Did your 15-year-old go?
Yes, yes.
How much fun did he have?
Oh, it was a blast. It was a blast. So JT actually met us on the field and kind of.
Okay, now that's cool.
Yeah, and so that was really special. My son was just kind of beaming. So
Wow.
super. I mean, those guys. We try to take care of them, but they have helped me a lot, and even in my search for coaches and stuff like that, I reach
Yeah.
out to them. And
Sure.
So, but yeah, they've been awesome.
Yeah, y'all have a lot of really good contacts to lean on. Hey, I'm
Right.
looking at somebody. I'll call Jake Mangum or JT Ginn or Connor or Preston Johnson or any number of guys that have come through Grit Fitness and Training Facility. Mandy Linsky, owner GM on the Out of Bounds Show, ESPN 1059 The Zone. Jay Powell, World Series champ with the Marlins and All-American at Mississippi State, has joined the Grit team. They will have Grit on the mound from September. I'm sure there's only so many spots too. So September 8th through November 22nd, you're going to want to call Grit today at 601-487-2443 to start to ask some questions and get in this, right?
Yes.
Because there's only going to be so many spots.
Right. Once he's full, he's full.
That's it. Okay, got it.
And I mean, obviously, it's going to be targeted junior high school players.
Yeah.
So with school, you're only going to be seeing those lessons, in the afternoon. So, but yeah, and then they will meet weekly with Jay.
That's awesome.
And then they'll have an option of 6 different time frames to come do strength training with our strength coaches.
Nice.
And we have a lot of, strength testing equipment and some different programming that we're going to be doing. So we're really, really excited to kind of get this up off the ground.
Jay Powell's looking buff.
He's looking big.
Dude has been
I told
working
you
out
he
at
looked
Grit
good. I don't know
like
what's going
crazy.
on, man.
He walked in. I was like, Jay, are we
I
going to
asked
make a
him.
comeback here?
He's big.
He said he was going to get in the best shape of his life.
He is.
lying.
He asked if he could work out since he works there now. I said, yeah,
You're like, yeah, Jay,
Yeah.
we'll find.
it's a requirement.
Now, I want y'all to think about this. We've only got a minute here, but how cool is it if you're a 12, 13, 14-year-old and you get individual one-on-one training with World Series champ Jay Powell?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. So this will happen at Grit this fall. It will fill up. It's September 8th through November 22nd. And you work with Jay, and then as Mandy said, they're going to do customized strength training for your son. And you'll want to go ahead and call and inquire and get the information. 601-487-2443. Also, they're having Hail State Day at Grit tomorrow and Hail State Day at the Mississippi Mud Monsters tomorrow night.
Yes.
Is that the way to frame that up?
Those two guys will be there around 3.
3 o'clock.
And of course, Jay will be around. We'll have some of our other guys. Tanner Allen's been around some, but
TA.
I don't know if he's going to be there tomorrow. I think he's out. He may be headed out of town.
You don't ever know where he is. In fact, I owe him a phone call. He asked me if I could talk last week in Louisville, Kentucky, and I was drinking bourbon and hanging out with people, and I got to get back with him.
Yeah.
He's my guy. I love TA.
He's a hoot for sure.
He's doing some lessons at your place.
Yes, he is.
That's awesome. I mean, you talking about a sweet swing from the left-handed side.
One of the 10%.
I mean, he was the National College Baseball Player of the Year in 2021. He hit the home run against Virginia in the College World Series to save the day and let them advance. Mandy, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We appreciate it. Make sure to get that second workout in today.
I'll be sure.
And we'll get Jackson over there to meet Mandy in about an hour and a half.
That's not happening.
I'd love to see that if we videoed
I
that.
would.
Mandy Linsky, owner GM, Grit Fitness and Training Facility. Jay Powell has joined, and they got Grit on the mound this fall. Inquire about it, 601-487-2443. And we will see you tomorrow live from Dancing Rabbit Golf Club.